Another public health emergency in Lagos, the state with most population in Nigeria. Since the cholera outbreak, not less than 43 cases have been confirmed and 29 fatalities recorded, according to officials seated here to present an update.
We have the data that represents the total number of suspected cholera cases, and that number is 579. Out of this 579, we have unfortunately experienced 29 deaths. Most of these deaths were caused by patients presenting very late at a stage where we could not resuscitate them because they had severe dehydration, and many patients were actually brought in dead.
In 2 weeks, the disease has spread to the 20 local government council areas, where it is more widespread in Lagos Island, Koshofe, and the Lagos Mainland Council areas, according to data from the authorities.
We saw an unprecedented number of cases in our government facilities, predominantly around Lagos Island, Lekki, and Koshofe. This triggered a situation for us, and we activated our emergency operations center. We informed Mr. Governor, the incident commander, that we suspect that we're dealing with an outbreak of a severe gastroenteritis, and until proven, we assumed it was cholera because of the clinical features that are so typical.
It is not time to panic, but observe enhanced personal hygiene and cooperate with all the efforts to curtail the spread, the authorities appeal, as the trend shows a decline in infection even with the just concluded Eid festivities.
We intensified our activity to make sure that our schools were on high alert. We did not want to cancel either the festive period or the resumption of our schools in Lagos. And as you can see, we had a slight increase around the 18th, 19th, and 20th, 21st, but as of the 22nd, the numbers have started to come down.
Even with all the speculations about the possible cause of the outbreak, the Lagos government is still probing to determine how we arrived here.
The Directorate of Environmental Health and the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency are actively collecting samples of water, food, and beverages at multiple sources. So far, we have not been able to identify a source yet, but the investigations are continuing.
But certain environmental practices like open defecation, which is commonplace in Lagos, has been touted as likely contributory, and we raised that before the officials.
So you need to continuously, tell people, you need to continuously educate them on the need to use proper toilets. And these things usually don't have to be very expensive. A proper toilet with, it doesn't have to be water closet, with a good bowl on it. You know what I mean by the bowl, right? A good bowl on it, and the pit latrine, well cleaned, is just sufficient.
Open defecation is very common, and it's unfortunate and very disheartening. But it's not as if the state government is just throwing its hands up in the air and doing nothing about it. So very soon you will see all around Lagos brand new public toilets that we are going to be building around the place.
Data from here reflects that the situation may be for now under control, but there is the real need to step up the advocacy for residents to take more personal responsibility for their hygiene and what they ingest. Stepping up regulatory activities is also key to stopping the epidemic in its tracks and save more lives. Tokumbo Oyetunji, Arise News, Lagos.